Have you ever wondered how much a simple, small coin in your drawer could actually be worth? Well, let me introduce you to a coin that might just blow your mind, the 1960 South Africa half-center coin. It's tiny, humble, often overlooked, but it has a secret. One that could make it worth up to $2 million today. Yes, you heard that right. $2 million. Money bag. Let's dive into the story of this extraordinary coin. The South African 1/2 cent coin was part of the country's pre-decimal currency system, used before South Africa switched to the rand in 1961. Back in those days, coins like this were worth almost nothing, a fraction of a cent. People barely noticed them. They were just pocket change, jingling in trousers, passed through hands without a second thought. But now, collectors across the globe are scrambling to find one in pristine condition. Why? Because it's become one of the most sought-after South African coins in existence. Let's take a closer look. On one side of the coin, you'll see the Cape Sparrow, a small bird native to South Africa, perched gently on a branch. It's delicate, beautiful, a symbol of everyday life, frozen forever in bronze. The fine detailing in its feathers and the elegance of the pose show just how much thought went into even the smallest denominations. Turn it over, and you'll find the country's official coat of arms, along with the words South Africa, in both English and Afrikaans, SUID Africa. The year 1960 is boldly displayed, placing this coin right at the end of an era, just before South Africa adopted its new monetary system and political identity. Now here's where things get interesting. The 1961 half-cent wasn't the last of its kind, but it was one of the last coins issued before massive change. In 1961, the country replaced the pound with the rand, and these tiny coins were pulled from circulation. Most people ignored them. They were tossed into drawers, piggy banks, and even thrown away. They were, after all, worth less than a single cent. But today, the very fact that people ignored them makes them extremely rare. And rarity, my friends, means value. Only a small number of these coins remain in good condition. And when it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. If you can find one in uncirculated or mint state, with sharp detail, no scratches, and rich color, its value skyrockets. But wait, there's more. A few of these coins were struck with minting errors. Maybe a misaligned die, a double strike, or off-center engraving. These tiny imperfections make the coin even more desirable, because they prove just how unique the piece is. No other coin in the world would be exactly like it. Collectors love that. They pay top dollar for coins with stories, and the 1961 half-cent has one heck of a story. You might be wondering, how did it go from pocket change to multi-million-dollar collectible? It's a combination of rarity, history, condition, and the simple fact that so few people ever thought to keep them. Over the past few decades, the coin has gained a cult following. Auction houses have sold mint-condition versions of the 1960 half-cent for tens of thousands of dollars. But some private collectors, especially those interested in historical African coins, are willing to pay significantly more for the perfect piece. And by significantly, I mean life-changing amounts. Some recent valuations have placed this coin at an astonishing $2 million. Yes, $2 million, if it's in flawless, uncirculated condition with a mint error. For a coin that once could barely buy a piece of candy, that's an unbelievable transformation. So, if you're sitting on a pile of old coins, maybe inherited from a relative, or hidden away in a forgotten drawer, it might be worth digging through. That little bronze coin you thought was worthless could actually be a hidden treasure. Check the date. Look for 1960. Examine the condition. Look for any unusual markings. You could be holding something incredibly rare. Remember, it's not just a coin. It's a piece of history, a collector's dream, and potentially, your golden ticket. Lightbulb fun fact. The 1961 half-cent is now also a symbol of how everyday items can become timeless treasures. It reminds us to pay attention to the little things because sometimes they turn out to be worth the most. So the next time someone hands you an old coin, don't toss it aside. Give it a second look. Who knows? You might be holding a $2 million masterpiece in the palm of your hand.